What can sway you and imprison you, is only your own heart. As long as your will is firm enough, the world will give you a way. Everyone exists in this world has their own destiny. No matter what kind of identity you have, there will always be a place in the world to let us stream around. There will always be something constantly reminding you. It needs you to discover, pursue, experience, and create. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, when you crave something, you will eventually be able to get it. Because this desire comes from the soul of the universe, and also your mission to live in this world. After staying in the same place for a long time, ease and calm make people addicted, slowly making people not wanting to make any changes, and also lost the courage to move forward, life gradually towards mediocrity. Give up the comfortable life you have been used to, meet the unknown future because comfort and habits have imprisoned people. Those who only look up will be a part of your life, so they want to change your life. If you are acting differently than they expected, they will be very unhappy and try to persuade you. They keep telling you that it is impossible for you to fulfill your destiny, and then enumerate those familiar and failed cases around you to convince you. They will use the truths that they read in their lives to convince you and tell you about the security of compromise. But they don't know how to live their lives. The biggest lie in life is that people lose control of their lives at some stage, and your life is dominated by fate or others. At some point in our lives, some people know what they want to do when they first enter youth, but there are quite a few who have been burying it in their hearts in order to survive. People can grasp their own direction, but never know where the times and destiny will take them. There must be a way for people to make decisions when they have to compromise. From the decision to the firm direction, is a relatively long process. People are afraid to realize their dreams and think they don't deserve such a dream. While some people know what their dreams are, they never want to make them happen. They fear that once their dreams have been realized, there is no incentive to continue to live. Some people like to live a static life, afraid to make changes. Prefer to keep this dream in mind, and only in this way, they can endure mediocre years and endure all the disappointments in life. People who don't want to be exposed to danger are more afraid to take risks. In life, there are always things that happen in a flash, making it impossible for people to adapt. Life brings people to a huge whirlpool of time. Where will the river of fate guide you to? It will take you to places you've never thought of before. People will always be afraid of failure, afraid of the pursuit of the dream and gain nothing in the end. We are afraid of suffering, but we need to know that fear of suffering is worse than suffering itself. Before the things happen, our brains will imagine a lot of possibilities, both good and bad, and in the process, the brain makes judgments and choices. But the river of fate doesn't even give you a chance to think, pushing you directly to the edge of the vortex. When you really face it, you will find that things are not as frightening as you might think. So we need to know that when you choose to face it, there will always be gods in places you can't see, to protect you. If you want to reach the path of destiny, you need to follow God's prompts to track it. God will arrange some people come into contact with you, and they will inspire you with different ways of living and a view of the world. Even if you are already in the process of achieving your destiny, God will make some tribulations to test your willpower. When you just starting to do it, the whole universe will work together to help you fulfill your wishes. On the road to the one that suits you, you will always encounter a lot of obstacles and then stop your progress. This time, please do not forget why you start. If you don't see hope for the time being, that is to say, that God wants you to take more detours, in order to make you ready to go. When you accumulate to a certain extent, the opportunity will appear at the most appropriate time. Everything has a soul, everything has a harbinger, just as all things are arranged in advance. Once good luck comes, we must seize the opportunity, follow the trend, and do our best to push the good luck forward. Some people said that the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago and now. Some people know their dreams, and they want to make their dreams come true. But in the process, want to master this ability, always waiting for people to guide, constantly seek the secret recipe from the book, but never really do it. In the process of practicing the goal, people just fantasize about the desire to ascend to the top but never put in the effort and energy to make it works. If you want to be good at something, the best way is to calm your heart, down to earth, take step by step. Compared to those who want fast results, you will move in a steadier pace. No one has to worry about the unknown, anyone can get what he or she expects and needs. There is such a force in the universe, it always let all things evolve and become more beautiful. We call this power the will of the universe. As long as you are willing to try to make a change, it will never be too late. The key is to see if you are willing to take the step to change. A person without enough faith and perseverance in doing one thing, then his goal is impossible to achieve. Because life is always appealing to life, everything in the world has magnets and energy, and all the things you have are your brains and inner thoughts that constantly attract the same kind, and they are not accidental. When we are pursuing our own destiny, there is always doubt. Many times the idea of giving up comes to mind. But we don't need to be afraid, we have to learn to listen to our own voice. Where the heart is, the destiny is there. No matter how many detours a dreamer took, their love and perseverance will always guide them in the same direction and overcome a lot of obstacles. Although sometimes this restless heartbeat will tell you, you should be thankful, things you have now are good enough, do not risk again, risk means that you will lose it all. Sometimes this heart will frighten you, thinking that you simply cannot complete your own destiny, you run out of everything you have to chase, in the end, it will be an empty payoff. No one can escape their own heart, it is best to learn to listen to what it says to you. Only in this way, you will never be struck by accident. Only by unity of mind, to the ultimate stability and tranquility, can we have a firm and accurate belief, so that the entire universe will work together to help you achieve your goals.